is Anish Giri with the white pieces against Gukesh. 95. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is that there's a big positional threat on the board of white, just planting a knight under c6 and then enjoying all that space.
Yes, so basically it means that black has to react, and there are three ways, no, actually just two, because knight takes e5, but then there's this transformation of structure, d takes e5, probably followed by rook a d1, putting pressure on d5 pawn. That's also very risky for black. Or to just ignore everything and play c5, then you have to reckon with moves like bishop h3 along this diagonal. Yeah, this is a very typical kind of idea in all these Queen's Indian kind of structures, because it did come from a Reti, just very quickly to see that where did this come from. Well, and then the players transposed into some kind of a Catalan. I feel like white achieved something, and yes, here there was a trade, knight d5, e d5, knight e5. I feel like Anish is more comfortable in this type of positions because he has much more experience.
Yeah, and the question is also pretty unpleasant for Gukesh. He's a very direct player, his forte is calculation, so yeah, he's gone for concrete action, the knights are off the board, and your idea is going to be very much in play of just centralizing a rook, putting pressure on the d5 point.
By the way, we just gotta keep track. He's under 3 minutes now, is Artemiev. It's board 2 of the tournament, so we don't have to go to that board, but when you're under 3 minutes after 9 moves only, and you've been sitting at the board the entire time, you haven't gotten up, you didn't come late, like, what is going on? And he's just really taking his time. Interestingly enough, though, the Indian likes his position. The few moves by Arjun that weren't exactly the most precise, so black has the edge, but he looks like he's trying to sit and milk the edge. Let me take some time, think about it, and he's about to go. There's no way he goes under 2 minutes.
No, and now he's speeding up.
Now he's speeding up.
Yes, he's speeding up. Well, we can also just quickly go there to see the update in Anish Giri Gukesh position. We have a static position. It's clear that white is putting pressure on the d5 pawn, but black is also trying to put the rook on d8, potentially play d5, d4 in the right moment. So that's why white is unable to break and use the d file, because then black can very comfortably play d5, d4, and strategically black will be winning, because black's pawn structure will be much more mobile than white's. So I'm kind of expecting Anish to double with rook d2, rook fd1. However, he's missing one pair of knights, yeah, because if there would be one pair of knights on the board, then usually this structure is so dangerous. I was believing in white's position before, but maybe black is
7th here for Giri, but not confirmed just yet.
Yep. No, it feels a little trickier for black perhaps because of these two rooks on the 7. There's always potential for black to get checkmated, but the black rooks are also very active, have a lot of perpetual check potential, so feels like this one should just end in a draw.
Yeah, definitely. We see time ticking down here. Lots of checks to give, so you'll never lose a position like this. But with A2 hanging, with H4 hanging, E5 hanging, I think it's a tough position to play on and really hope for too much. But you know, there's also Rook E2. You start to get a little nervous yourself.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, exactly. The white king also not completely safe, but Giri of course always has that perpetual in his pocket, and I think that's what he's going for right